So we're moving on now from a standard stem and leaf diagram to a back-to-back stem and leaf diagram. And in a back-to-back stem and leaf diagram, it's used to compare two sets of data. So if you could put the heading down, back-to-back stem and leaf diagram, and just copy down the data. We'll call them marks in a test for girls and boys. So if you could copy that down, the teacher may need to pause the video at this point. Okay, what we're going to do here is to draw back-to-back one. Now, a back-to-back stem and leaf diagram is a stem and leaf diagram, but going two ways. Usually the leaf is on the right-hand side only, but in a back-to-back stem and leaf diagram, you can get it going left and right. So if I show you what we're going to do here, we're going to have our stem, but the stem won't be on the left of the diagram, it'll be in the middle, and then we're going to have a girls section and a boys section. In a minute, you'll have a chance to copy this down yourselves. So I've got the stem in the middle, and then I've got a section for girls and a section for boys. Now all these numbers are either in the 10s, 20s, 30s or 40s. So I'll put my stems down of 1, 2, 3 and 4. And I'll now fill them in. Girls, 28, 2, and I'll put the 8 on this side. A girl had a score of 25, 41, 38 and 32. The boys had scores of 24, 18, 29, 32 and 38. And what you've got now is a back-to-back stem and leaf diagram. Can you just make sure you copy that down, please? From the back-to-back stem and leaf diagram, you can clearly see the lowest boys' score was in the 10s, whereas the lowest girls' score was in the 20s. You can see that instantly. You can also see the girls had a higher score in the 40s, the boys' highest score was in the 30s. It does make comparisons very easy, particularly if you have a lot of data. We here only had 5 girls' data and 5 boys' data. Now, you probably wouldn't be surprised to find out that once you can do one of these, you can also do an ordered back-to-back diagram. So with the ordered one, you've just got to be a little bit careful. Let's just look at the boys' side first of all. Well, actually it is ordered. 8, 4 comes before 9, 2 comes before 8. But on the right-hand side, what you would actually have is that the lower number would be nearer the stem. So they would actually go around the other way. You'd have the 5 there and the 8 here. As it's further away from the stem, it gets bigger. So this 2 and the 8 here, again, the 2 is a lower number, so that would be nearest the stem, and the 8 would be up there. So if it's an ordered stem and leaf diagram, it would look like this. If you were now going to find the median score for girls, you do the smallest and the biggest. The smallest was the one here on the top row, but nearest the stem. The smallest and the biggest, that's the median for the girls, and that is 32, 32. So the median for the girls would be 32. Do the same thing for the boys, smallest and biggest, and the median for the boys is going to be 29, 2 and 9. So you can easily compare the two sets of data. So if you could copy that one down and labelled that one as an ordered back-to-back stem and leaf diagram. What's going to happen now is your teacher is going to give you some questions to do. One of the questions concerns the data you can see on the screen. This is actually a question from a GCSE paper in the past. You've got 25 students and you've got to first of all do a stem and leaf diagram. So, and it also says place the figures on the leaves in order of size. So it's going to be an ordered stem and leaf. So if you look through the data here, we've got things in the 10s, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. Can't see any 60s. So we'll start off with our stem and our leaf. Don't try and do an ordered one straight away. Just try and do a normal one first of all. So first one is 26, which is 2 and a 6. And if you've got a worksheet here like this, actually just cross that out as you go, maybe in pencil, so you can check each one is done. Then we have 18, 37, 42, 29, that's the first row done. Then after that I've got 49, 21 and so on, and you can continue. Once you've got your stem and leaf diagram done, then afterwards have a go at doing the ordered stem and leaf. Now I haven't finished my stem and leaf here, But all I would have to do, if this was the finished one, would be to put these numbers here in order, the smallest one nearest the stem, so I'd go 169, like that. Once you've got your stem and leaf diagram done, this question is asking you to do a few other things. Find the range. Now bear in mind, mine isn't finished, but the range is the biggest value, take away the smallest value. The biggest value here is 49, the smallest value is 18. So the range would be 49, take away 18, which is 31. The median, remember that's where you cross off, smallest, biggest, smallest, biggest, smallest, biggest. That's the median, and that's 29 for 29. But there's one thing I haven't done on either of my diagrams, and you would need to do, and that's your key. Always make sure you do a key, and here, for example, that 1 and the 8, 1 line 8, means 18. And you'd need to make sure that that was in there as well. So your teacher's now going to start you off, and you can work through those questions.